currently in the middle of moving all of my stuff from the old ship to the new ship. It's quite a bit of organization, or disorganization as it were. And there is an event NPC over here. I don't actually... Let's see who here.
Excuse me, aren't you from the crew of the sub that just docked? You don't happen to be traveling to the deeper regions?
We'll see where our mission takes us. Why?
You see, me and my colleagues have been studying the nature of the Eye of Europa and the gravitational anomaly around it. In short, we've come to the conclusion that the recent increase in the intensity of the Jovian radiation is linked to the anomaly.
Gravitational anomaly?
Surely you've heard of it. The reason why we ended up settling around the Eye to research it? The area in which the gravity is conveniently close to Earth gravity, as opposed to the measly 0.13 g it should be.
Yes, that rings a bell. What's that to do with our crew?
I'm looking to run some experiments to test this hypothesis of the link between the anomaly and the Jovian radiation. To get any useful data out of those experiments, I need to get as close to the epicenter as possible. So if you happen to be heading deeper, I'm willing to pay if you can get me to the next outpost over.
Sure.
Thank you. You might not realize how much this means, not just to me, but to Europa as a whole.
I mean, we have literally nowhere we're allowed to go aside from the next station over. As in, we're in a little dead-end area. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the Orca 2. I'm not too thrilled with its layout. I'm sure it's stronger than the Orca 1. So, first we have 4 diving racks, just whatever, they're near each other, but not quite that close, I don't know. The weapons rack, ammunition shelf is further away from all this stuff, right? There's plenty of space around for the other ammunition racks, but okay. We have a toxin cabinet in our armory, so the doctor, I mean, I don't think security officers could access this cabinet, though everybody can access this armory door. Meaning that stuff that I would normally put, like ammo and things like that, again, it's really haphazardly thrown in, and I'll sort it out later. It was all shoved at the bottom of my ship, and in fact, I need to use the plasma cutter to get an item, because it's embedded in the wall. Anyways, yeah, somebody could just walk on in and grab ammo. Now, I don't know if AI will ever do that. I mean, if an enemy was a human boarder and they probably would know where all my stuff is. If I was escorting prisoners and they broke free, which I think is a thing that happens, they would probably know where all my stuff is. So I would just make sure to have to keep the guns themselves and the secure steel cabinet, which I pretty much do anyways, but it is a little bit awkward, I suppose. And then moving forward, I'm okay with the fact that there's no quarters or anything, but I am going to have to find a new place to stick things like outfits and such. The engine room is really, really vast, so I'm imagining if something were to attack the back of the ship, it's going to take a little bit for someone to swim all the way over here. Here's the construction area. I do like that it's linked. That's the only reason I would have taken the camel in the tier 1 section. It was just for a linked manufacturing plant. Oxygen generator is just in a room all by itself. Not quite sure why that is. Trying to open that door there. Here is the other airlock. In fact, I'm not even sure that it works. The Orca 1 didn't work until I engineered it. Let's see if this does anything. Jill, stop trying to suicide. Alright, so let's... Okay, it does work on its own. Here's an area for the ballast. I'm not sure what I'll keep in here. Right now it's just a bunch of random junk until I finish sorting things out. Medical bay. Way deep in the belly of the ship. It is spatially probably in a very similar position in the Orca 2 that it was in the Orca 1. Except there's one teeny itty bitty problem. By the way, the portable pump. I picked it up. I was looting this room down here. And I was like, that right there, that looks like one of my other portable pumps. So just to make sure, I went over to the device and typed the portable pump, and I really do think it's just embedded in the wall. Alright, so the issue with this is there's only one ladder to the rest of the ship, and that's right here. Now, I'm not really worried about it being a security haphazard thing. It's just, that means that everything else, it takes 30% as long. In the past, if I wanted to get to medbay, just slide down the ladder, you're there. Now you have to slide down the ladder, run over here, run over here, run over here. I'm not sure who designed the Orca 2, but I'm wondering if they're just having a laugh at our expense here. This is where everything was shoved, and let me make sure to let's try to get this out without like blowing up my ship. There we go. Now we'll weld it back up. Also, this room does seem to have water even when I just started it. Just walking in here already had water. I may have to implement in the comments earlier. It talked about how the water detectors aren't wholly accurate, and you may just want to, instead of using a signal out if they detect water, use water percentage or something. I haven't ever messed with that, so I'm not quite sure how that all works. So I think we've grabbed everything. Let me hop in and out. Okay. The reason I picked them up is I wanted to make sure there wasn't any objects buried beneath them. And everything that was in my storage containers has been emptied out. So like I have a bunch of empty metal crates that I've got to reorganize and put stuff back in. The Orca 2 seems like it's just... Sure, it looks more military-esque with the dark colors and everything. I'll have to light it up, obviously. But I really don't like this one single ladder. If I could install ladders in the default game, I would. I know that you can go into Submarine editor and mess with stuff like that. And I do know that I have the AnimEuropa mod on. I'm just gonna tell you that the original art of the Barotrauma thing really put me off from playing the game. So this makes it a lot more palatable. And I know you're probably thinking like, weeb, right? Oh, to be fair, I am Asian, right? So I do have that as a pass, don't I? Alright. So yeah, let me go ahead and continue organizing everything, because this is going to take me a long time. And in a way, I'm glad I don't have my timer, because it's probably going to say something like 3 hours just for organizing my ship. It starts out with, it looks like a big chain gun. I'm assuming that this is not the normal size of a chain gun, or coil gun. I'm assuming this is not the normal size of a coil gun. Not 100% sure. Actually, why do let's see here. Operate double coil gun. Yeah, okay. I'm probably going to get rid of the chain gun. I mean, I'm sure it has its uses, but I don't have any chain gun ammo. I mean, sure, I could buy some, but I already have some post laser laying around. Even a couple of tri-laser boxes. Yeah, we'll probably swap out the chain gun for post laser. Maybe. I guess it really depends. Let's see, it's in the back of the ship. What's the range on this thing? I can't really see anything with the... Yeah, I'm thinking this one should probably be coil gun because it's in the back of the ship. And so you want something that can fire quickly when it sees an enemy. So I don't really know how AI handles chain guns. Front could probably do being a chain gun, but I just don't want to carry that many types of ammo on me, especially if the ammo boxes are all over the place. This, I mean, if I can, I'm going to reconfigure this to be a railgun. We do have a railgun rack here. I've got plenty of UEX laying around. I don't know how powerful that device is, but I'm going to assume it's the best hard-hitting gun in the game. And I'm assuming also that the enemies that we will encounter will probably be below our ship in general. I mean, yes, there could be tough guys above, but in general, you start out at the top of the map, and as you go deeper in the game, the more dangerous enemies are. There's wrecks and stuff. Typically, you'll probably 60-70% of the time be able to make the enemy in the lower guns, range of your lower guns than your upper guns. So that's a little bit of a tour of the Orca 2. We'll continue sorting things out. Welcome back to Tran Plays Barotrauma. It has been quite some time since the last video. I apologize for that. I've got so many projects running at once. I normally only have 2 videos types at once, but there's a lot that I've currently gotten engaged with. Alright, so there's a couple things we need to discuss. First off, I have left the Orca 2 as default, meaning that I haven't changed the lighting, I haven't engineered automatic doors, it's all default. Other than new guns, by the way. So we have here a laser gun, a rail gun, and a coil gun. Now the rail gun is positioned on the bottom of the ship, and it is the only gun on the bottom. So it's not really a good placement for me, but all this time I've wanted to use a railgun, and we need to just go for it since it is a video. If I was playing solo, I would wait until a more opportune time. The reason why it's not best by itself is my ship is completely defenseless on the bottom at this point. We're not going to use railgun and say crawlers or maybe a single Mudraptor, no. However, most of the biggest threats will probably come from the bottom, I assume. So that's where it is, and we're just going to go with it. We have the reactor turned off right now, and once we start the next map, you will see how dark this ship is with the default level of emergency lights. The alpha of this is at 25. I have not changed any of them. You're going to see just how pitch black it is. While I did say that the constructor is linked to the cabinet, that's good. The deconstructor is not linked to anything, even if I were to take this metal crate out. Alright, I think that's about everything we need to cover before we start launching. We were here in order to hit this beacon station, so now we're going to travel back. And we're going to take all of the most fascinating missions or the highest paid one. We're going to skip things like this piddly price tag. 3,000 is not much. Things that are like 5,000, sure. Wreck salvage, although it pays less, it is more interesting than kill some crawlers that I'll never even notice because my guys just shoot it out of the water. Salvage an artifact, that's also interesting. Separatist vessel. My intention is, if we encounter it before they asphyxiate, because, you know, I'm running 11 missions, I'm going to try to apprehend them, even if it makes me fail the mission. However, once we start the mission, it does say I can apprehend them, I think, but until then, it says eliminate its crew. Destroy the Mudraptor's nest. Clear ruin. Now, although this killing a Moloch is low price, I believe we still have to smack one with a toy hammer. Get rid of Mudraptors, 5,000. Scan ruin, 4,000. Spineling, because people want to see me suffer, 3,500. And this one, although it is a low price tag, I don't even care about the reputation. This is a special mission. I don't know if it actually leads anywhere, but this one was the one where we talked to the person inside the town, and they said, hey, take me to the next place. That's why it gives you so much reputation. Thing is, though, my reputation's basically at max. It's like at 96 right now, so +4 is as good as +30 to me. It's at 94. Yeah, let's see how dark this ship is. This is the bridge. Here's our storage room, even with the switch for light on. Now, there's no power running anywhere, which is why it's dark. But I do need to grab this. It's not letting me click it, though. Real quick look around. This is how dark the ship is. It's a little preposterous. We need to get those emergency lights up and running better by switching the alpha to them, but we're not going to do that yet. I'm not even sure I want to keep the Orca too. Unfortunately, since I don't have a reactor controller program, the bots will take out multiple fuel rods, so only one gets to cook. Let's go ahead and tell you to operate and keep it maintained. We'll have Tran, active sonar, mineral scanner, zoom out and start heading to the next area. This is going to be our expedition. Security Officer 3 is going to be the team leader, because Nashvex can no longer speak, being a part husk zombie guy. We really only need the one, but we're going to take all of them. Nah, it's fine. Oh, I thought you... No, you're still maintaining position, because that's... he is set to maintain position. That makes sense. But I would like it not to negate what the player has set. But alright, game. So our security team set here, here, and here, basically covering every junction of the base. The electrical discharge is now on the back of the ship, right here. So I need to get whatever these things are to be on top. Apparently crawlers. Okay, we've reached our target. Let's turn off our sonar. He will also be taking the suit, not because he needs it to breathe or even survive the pressure, but he needs us to see. Unfortunately, without a suit... Oops, oh yeah, he can't talk, so I can't make him command that. I can't even make him cancel that. So he's going to drop that immediately, which is not what I wanted. I need to pick that up. So anyways, it's going to be pitch black out there. As far as scanners go, you don't actually have to drop it right on top of the target. You can just drop it somewhere nearby. That is good enough. If it won't let you drop it, then it's too far. Alright, so we are here. We're going to just start heading east. This should be one... I think I recognize this structure here. Alright, so we'll just start moving east from here. So we just cleared out that little zone, so let's clear out this side. I really wanted to move downward first, but I was looking for this enemy. I guess we'll go to the right, since we're over here. Swing that axe right there with no hesitation, man. You will hit them. Come on, you can do it. There we go. We're done with that. Can you carry that? Not this way. Not that way. Actually, I think there was a... Wasn't there an exit around here? This is where we traced through. We can just go back out the way we came in from. And the AI is not, their direction sense is not nearly as good as mine. Alright, Nashvex, you sit right there. I don't know what that thing does. Maybe it drives people crazy, but you just sit right there. I'll bring back a case for you. Alright, we're done here. Sounds like the Moloch. Is that it? That says wreck. Oh, there it is, right there. Hold position. Nashvex, you are up. Good luck, buddy. Okay, why not? Probably because you won't put the bandolier in your pocket, that's why. Just put on the gear I tell you to do. Life will go easier for everybody. Don't finish killing it yet. How about there? Is that it? Okay, he's still alive. He's actually in red condition right now. He's got the soldier ability that keeps him alive. So that was his one-time permission. Alright, medic, where are you at? You need to give him some CPR or something. He must have passed out because I can't click on him anymore. Yeah, she's moving on him. That'll be fine. You are moving to him, right? Yeah, okay. Your head was a little broken there. You're fine. Here, have some more morphine. Nashvex, do you have any morphine left on? Yeah, you got one. Just make sure you got one in your helmet. Not sure if they are working yet. And we'll keep on moving out. Looks like the Spineling also got itself killed somewhere. Wreck appears to be beneath us. Separatist detected. Where? Neutralize the crew or sink the submarine to the bottom of the sea. So I can neutralize, suggest I might be able to capture them alive. Separatists eliminated. I had nothing to do with that. I think they're parked on top of the wreck. I think that's what's going on. They probably got eaten by the wreck. I'd like you to tell me what's going on out there. Okay, so this is the wreck. Can't see the other thing. Lift up just a tad. Yeah, and I'm assuming that is the Separatist vessel right there. So it looks like it fought with the wreck, which looks contaminated with, I think, the intelligent ballast flora called the thalamus. Okay. Well, the AI just does not seem to be able to survive in the waters, which says something about how difficult the game can be. Alright, so first off, before we deal with the wreck, we're going to... Well, oh. Actually, I probably need to get inside and search the bodies before they despawn. Hey, Bob? Oh, you're probably trying to attack something, but you just don't know what to do. So we're going to go in front of the wreck, in fact. It should... Or, yeah. The Separatist submarine, if I understand correctly, it should be... We should be protected from the thalamus. Maybe? Maybe not. There's going to be Mudraptors right underneath us, and that's okay. Fulg ready? It's your job, Mr. Mudraptor Wrestler. We kept him with a crowbar instead of a wrench for a faster stunning. Alright, Jack and Jill, stay inside the sub, please. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, we did pack some live rounds here. Stunning him quite a bit. Fight, Fulgaretti! Fight! They're just pushing him out the airlock. That big one's almost dead. Get him! Yeah, get him! Two more. You can do it. They're running away. It's gonna be close. Still close. Who gets the last hit? All right. We got to get someone out there. Neva, I know you don't generally leave the ship, but someone does need you. We'll CPR those bite wounds away. Now, my characters used to be carrying saline, morphine, and everything with them, but I stopped doing that. Here's some saline. Alright, well, he's up and at him now. Doc, well, you need to head out there and get me some alien blood. I seriously don't know where that bandolier is. It looks like it just sort of, I don't know. Somehow it got in here, but there was no water. Just not sure how they pulled that off. I was ready for a near-dead Mudraptor. I was not ready for a full healthy one. That's fine. We still needed to send the security officers to finish looting it, and Fulgretti to finish repairing it. But I wanted to search for the bodies first. It's a Nashvex. He just regenerates everything, so he'll be fine. We already lost one bandolier. Let's try not to lose a second. The doctor says hello. Alright, let's see if there's any of the survivors down here. Well, they wouldn't be survivors anymore. Yeah, I don't even see any of the bodies. That's the thing. This ship is secured. Wow, paralysis. I need those for the endocrine boosters. We need to destroy this one too. No, I guess it's already dead. I'm not sure how. I didn't do anything, but maybe the other ship did. Found carrying a Mudraptor egg. That's not suspicious at all. Card am I holding? The medical doctor. I'm gonna have more access with that than anything else. Alright, so taking out the brain, killed the whole thing. Okay, now it comes for the really, really lengthy part, searching everything. Oh, there's the bandolier. I see it now. It just blended in with all this barbed wire business. I'm trying to unclick this. I can also spawn diving suits. Check this out. So you see that all empty? As I touch them, there's a chance for one diving suit to just miraculously appear like that one. Let's try again with Nashvax. So we got 1 out of the 5 to spawn. Got another one right there. So it was empty. What happened to my slip suit? I'll include that footage, but I wasn't actually trying to equip it. I was trying to move it out of the way. But alright, I guess I've lost the slip suit now. Also, she dropped her hat in the wreck, or the Separatist sub. It's okay because I used the item finder in the Separatist sub, and just full Grady grabbed it for her. I'll go ahead and have you take the exosuit because it does have more inventory space and it's carrying fuel rods. We'll start separating the crew. Yeah, it looks like you're going to have to prepare this stuff again. Fell apart pretty fast. Now, I'm not totally sure what this does, because I thought it did both. It's got the wrench and the screwdriver. The thing is, he didn't repair any of the electrical stuff earlier, but maybe this is because he doesn't recognize the ship very well. Steer to destination. Steer to destination. Now, we do have a tiger thresher nest about 600 meters that way, and some Mudraptors that direction. Are you steering? No, you're not, because you don't understand having two different ships. So we need to find the tiger threshers, but it was not that cave? Okay, well, the Mudraptors that were above the mining facility got killed by something. I'm gonna look around for these tiger threshers. It annoys me that I have to do that just to find this group. Sometimes it's actually on the outside of the map. You just have to go outside the map and then go back around. That's also mega obnoxious. Why is the wreck oh, it's the logbook. I figured that whatever killed the Mudraptors was coming for Fogarati. One of the reasons why he's in the exosuit. I always planned to have him take over the Separatist ship, but the first time I did it, I couldn't get the oxygen to work. Yeah, I think he won. Back to the Orca 2. Try to find this cave. That might be it there. Lift off a little bit and send the person out. Decent on energy. This thing goes through energy fast. I don't feel like you're getting any closer to the destination, dude. Right, he's still in position. We can eject an Ashvex. Not that hard. That is not a cave. Looks like some Raptors are breaking in. I like the way this gun aims into the airlock. That is nice. Okay, this one wants a piece of him. Let's go and repair this. Currently, our crew is still separated into 3 different sections. That's not your screen. That's him having a concussion. Ship started sinking and landed on the Orca. Go back to Nashvex, who was chilling. He dropped his combat suit while he was playing on his Game Boy right here. I might have dropped the combat suit on purpose because I didn't want him to use up the oxygen in it. Otherwise, it'll be beeping when we come back to him. I still don't know where this Tiger Thresher nest is. I haven't found the Tiger Thresher nest yet, but let's see if Fulgrady can dock this thing. Yeah, okay. We're gonna chill out here for a bit. Okay, you stay there. And Dashrex has already made it back to the sub with the return sub command, so let's check the outside of the map. Alright, you know what? I don't care that much. We're just gonna abort that mission. These Tiger Thresholds are not a problem to anybody. So let's find out what happens when we dock with this ship. Probably nothing. I'm assuming everything here is going to be gone. We'll see. We don't have any blue coil gun ammo on our ship, so let's find out. Oh. Okay, it actually becomes a docking mechanism. So it's not always a load screen thing. Interesting. Now, as I've already shown in a previous episode, the stations themselves are completely empty and just like a single room at the time. But yeah, that's actually kind of cool. I can switch out only those 3. But it only applies on the next map. And this is the limit of the station. There's the wall, another wall, and then there's rock. Which is not necessarily how it's going to be once we load up the map proper. But that is actually kind of cool. Oh, no, we can't take it. We can't keep it. Alright. Let's get this thing out of the way. And we'll bring this baby home. No, it did actually just manage to get out of the way, apparently. I know Fulgrady's not on this sub. I get it. He's got his own sub now. He'll dismantle it and salvage it for parts. Not really. It doesn't really work that way. I would like to control a fleet of subs. But we would need a better bot for that. I feel like this green thing might be new, but I'm not entirely sure. We made it. I understand it says mission failed, but I don't think anything bad happens as a result of it. We only lose 10 with the Jovian Separatists because we happen to have accepted money for the conclusion of their submarine. But to be fair, I brought the sub back. Everything else was completed. We've already been at Kermario mining facility, but you can see now that there's doors where there used to be walls. Alright, we have a lot of work to do on the sub, as well as replenish our slip suit, give security officer back her hat. There's a lot to take care of, so I hope you look forward to that. I apologize it's been so long for Barotrauma. I do need a good recording block to get through this, because there's no saving in the middle of Barotrauma expeditions. And these expeditions are really long, 11 missions long. I did 10 that time because I aborted the last one, but still, it's a long journey. I can't just like record snippets like I do for most games and then piece them together. So I thank you for your patience in it. I hope that people who have been watching are still coming around to see the continuation. I'm a little disappointed that we can't do anything with the other sub, but I mean, I get it. The Barotrauma is not quite that advanced, though I would love it to be. There should be another episode out coming this week because I have pretty good opportunities to record this week. So thank you very much for watching. Tran plays Barotrauma. I'll see you next time.